Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Choga the Devin-Vlogs, man, and welcome back to another brand new video. And also, just want to say before we kind of begin on with this vlog exactly, is something pretty dang interesting. You know, usually it's just about whatever exactly that I just want to probably say, in this vlog. You know, just this one vlog I'm thinking about right now that recently I probably was going to say this exactly and just kind of go on and say exactly is that, well, especially I just want to say that I'm pretty surprised, for once, a little bit. It's just like NFL exactly, but they've actually decided to do something early. I'm like, Jesus, I've never seen them actually do this early. And I'm like, what? How are they actually going to do this early? And I'm like, holy crap. Like, basically, I think this is just a little bit of an interesting thing I've never seen before. Since barely right now that I can just say to kind of fully on directly just say is that since when did NFL actually went a little bit early? I'm like, damn, they actually went pretty early and decided was like, you know what? How about if we just decide that we are just gonna get the preseasons on the 31st of July. And I'm like, what? I thought it's usually September. That they usually get that started in September, like every other September. Before every summer is actually finished, but now it gets to be fall exactly. And I'm like, what? How does that make sense? I don't know if it ever does or clearly makes any sense, but I don't know. This is just a little bit of an example that, I just want to kind of go on and just say that I've never expected this to probably be like something like that, but I'm like, okay, well, this seems to make a little bit of some sense for me. Just to kind of not even know what was even about exactly before they even started with making the early thing in July 31st. But I'm like, well, if they actually want to do that, then so let them do it, I guess. But like I said, guys, I really don't know. But that's actually a bit interesting for the first time ever since I never knew that. But that is something I never expected to see every day. But hmm, who would have thought? Like, who would have naturally thought of that idea to make that kind of question? So, just want to kind of let everybody else know on that and just kind of actually just know why exactly that they are deciding to start early. But I mean, fair enough, exactly. I mean, just fair enough. But this is just kind of my opinion of me talking about that. And, yeah. But this is just like the first time I've never seen anything like this before that I've never even heard of. But this is just a little bit of interesting facts. A little bit of me saying so, but this is just my opinion. So, pretty much. And hopefully, you guys do and definitely again enjoyed this YouTube. I mean, sorry, pardon me. What I meant to say was that my Devin vlogs. Pardon me. Is that I'm chilling the Devin vlogs, man. So that's just what I want to say right now, and hopefully we're gonna see who wins the next year of 2026 Super Bowl exactly. Which I don't know what's gonna be happening, but like I said, things could be pretty much endless at this point, which I don't know why, but hopefully there could be a new team that should just can win the Super Bowl, which I mean at this point I'm probably just gonna say that well, even if I still do watch the sports exactly that's either gonna be, my favorites, that probably is like my five and top 10 favorites of NFL recently and my favorite teams, that I've recently selected and decided to pick. Well, like I said, I'll just watch from the TV off recording, which I can't probably personally will explain that, but whenever it just gets to the Super Bowl thing, that's when it's going to get fun, which I'm not sure how, but we're just going to see. The only predictions I ever kind of want to see in the Super Bowl by winning next year, 2026, is please let this be a new team winning. Please, just for this once. I mean, we've already did saw Eagles already took down against the stupid Chiefs, which was just finally having it done, which is just finally. But I'm just not going to continue on bragging exactly. But for me, this is just kind of a little bit like a finally for justice, a little bit for a bit of justice wins, I guess. But who really fought to know why, but hopefully to say this question is that hopefully we get to see a new team winning the next year of the playoffs or pretty much likely the Super Bowl of 2026 next year, but we're just going to find out and just see where this goes. Okay? That's all I'm just going to ever predict right now. But hope you guys actually know what I'm talking about and hopefully know what's going to happen next. But hopefully we get to see that sometime. But we'll find out and just see by any means necessarily. So, without any further and again to do is I hope you guys enjoy this video of pretty much like we chilling the Devin Vlogs, man, of the Devin Vlogs. So hopefully you guys actually did enjoy this video, and this is just only about me talking about like I never knew this was gonna actually be happening when the 31st starts, like the pre-seasons and stuff. I mean, it's usually September, but unfortunately it is what it is. And I actually did heard who might be facing on the first one. It might be either Chargers versus Lions, which, holy crap, man, that's going to be nuts. But, I mean, who really knows, man? Who really actually knows? But, anyway, just to kind of wrap this up and just kind of actually have this done. So, if you guys enjoyed this Devin vlog, then I hope you guys actually enjoyed this. So, remember to do so is like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. And no, it never came to me exactly, or pretty much just never told exactly that I'd never seen that whenever I was like watching TV. When I just hit the C button on the sports channel, I actually took a look and I was like, wait, are you for real? Are they really coming back on the 31st? I'm like, oh, you serious? Like, you serious? Like, that's just how I kind of thought of it, but I'm like, I mean, guess that's gonna happen. Then I guess it's gonna kind of happen. So let's just see what happens. But for now, I gotta say this: if you guys actually kind of are actually wondering the same question as I am, then yeah, hopefully you guys actually do kind of know about that why, basically. But who knows? But anyways, without further ado, I'll say this again: is that I am chilling the Devin Vlogs, man. And I'll definitely, and I mean definitely, will see you guys again for the next video. And trust me, something fun is going to be very interesting and very much for fun, which I'll at least try to do something exactly, or just make like a regular video on my phone or something. But we'll see what happens, and hopefully something occurring could really just be happening by now. But anyways, this is just only my talk exactly, or just for an example of me just saying and going on exactly, and just say this question is that, man, how interesting. Like, very early season, like a very early something like that, like the 31st, like preseasons and stuff. Like, that's actually pretty interesting if I ever thought of it or think about it. But anyway, this is just only me saying so and for whatever. But anyways, hope you guys are excited to see who wins the next year or whatever it will be. But please, let this be a lesson and let this be a saying for everybody, is that I hope that anybody could decide and just say, is like, just pick like a new team that could win a Super Bowl for has never won the first time. Since forever, since I never knew who might win the next one, but I don't know, man. I just hope it isn't going to be the same repeat, but please, hopefully it won't, because at this point, it's just a little bit kind of get boring at this point, which I know it might be still fun and all, but sometimes the old saying goes is that it's just going to kind of get boring for some people and just decide like, it's just gonna kind of be the same thing. So if I were myself, by the way, I probably would say consider a new team to win next time, but we'll see. I mean, for once, I definitely want to see Texans winning, which I totally definitely want to see Texans winning the next year's Super Bowl, which, man, I definitely hope that Houston Texans would win next one, which I hope that would be badass, which, trust me, I totally would be actually happy to see that facing like the Lions or something or whatever, but we'll find out, see it as far enough as we can say it. But who knows, guys? Who really knows what happens and comes around and what comes in and what goes exactly or finds out to see, but whatever. Anyways, I am your dude, chilling the Devin Vlogs, man. And I'll definitely see you guys enough again for the next video. So anyways, chilling with the Devin Vlogs, man. We'll see you guys again next time, and then for the next video. peace out, sign out, and we'll definitely, and I mean sincerely, definitely, get to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Joe the Devin-Vlogs man is signing out. Bye-bye, everyone. Goodbye, and see you next time.